Hello and welcome back to more .hack Mutation. I'm your host, Zakir Nishalcom, and it has been a long time. It's mostly my fault. Actually, it's entirely my fault. It's none of your guys' fault. I've just been busy? I don't know. I guess the biggest problem with this is that I had recently gotten back into Magic, the Gathering, the card game, and that's been kind of absorbing my free time. I've been making 2 decks and periodically making more decks, and it's not that great to do constantly because it's Magic, and you sink a lot of money without really, yeah, anybody that's played Magic knows what it is. Also, League, for a while, I was really into playing 3v3s on League and casting them, and you can see it on my other channel, which is Through the Tree Line, which I plan to make more stuff on it, but I've been casting stuff for the website, the twistedtreeline.com, and casting stuff for their tournaments periodically. So that's been what's taking up most of my time, and I could have been doing this, but I haven't, and I'm sorry. Yeah, that's basically all I can say. But for the most part, I think I'm just gonna stick to post narration. I know I always say switch between post and live and post and live and post and live and post and live. But I never seem to do anything when I do live when I'm at school. Like, I never end up doing anything. I do when I do post, because then it's like, oh, I have an hour here, and I will use the footage that I got last week and I can take a segment of that and narrate over it and not have to worry about it. Because I was playing that at like 11 o'clock when I had free time, and my roommate had to already go to sleep because he has a job and wake up at 3. So I couldn't do it. Yeah, so this is what's happening. So it is post narration, which means it should be more informative stuff, and hopefully I will continue to do this and bring you you beautiful people, more stuff, like videos and stuff. I keep saying stuff. Anyway, we went over our emails, and now we're going over stuff on the board, because the board came back up. Because if you remember last time, the board went down. And it was bad. And we have another challenge for tag, and they're talking about tsunamis and other stuff like that, but that's not important because we have to do one thing that I promised we would do last time. And before I played this, I went and grinded out these particular things so we could do what I said we could do that we did the last time. Now, if you were confused, yeah, that's within good reason, because I didn't really say anything. What I mean is that we're going to go to this, wow, a little sick. We're going to go to this Lambda server and listen to BlackRose talk a little bit.
You saw the thread about Epitaph of Twilight, right? Well, I emailed 01. Guess we'll wait for the reply.
Yeah! Okay. No, we're going over here, this small little section, and we're feeding a grunty. Oh yeah!
Daddy, I'm hungry!
I believe this one we're going for what is called the... Well, no, I'll let you guys see what the grunty is at the end. But we need 1 Twilight Onion, 1 White Cherry... No, sorry, 5 white cherries, that's right. I had to go find those. That's what I went and grind out. Went to areas and got several of them. So now we have extras if we need it. 1 raw pumpkin. The other one is going to take a little bit because we need piney apples. Because piney apples are annoying as frick to get, because they only appear in one area and only one at a time. So that was that, and then, let's see, we need an Ono melon, I think? Or an invisible egg. Couple invisible eggs. Yeah, a couple invisible eggs, and then we give him the invisible eggs. Come on. And then the Grunty has the right idea. See, the Grunties actually give you advice on how to make them a particular kind of Grunty, and not necessarily, they want to be, who'chamacallit? A noble Grunty. This says, I want golden eggs, and you get it up to 40, and he will evolve into his final form!
Master,
into a bony Grunty.
Thanks to you, I've grown up.
This is my first time that I actually got a bony Grunty.
What is it?
First time that I went through this game, I didn't really know what to do with the Grunties, and I wasn't using a guide, because that's what I do the first time. And so, there are 3 Grunties. I didn't get any of the Grunties other than a noble Grunty on the Theta server. And now just going to get this guy. And this guy sells random junk. That's actually the best way to put it. I think the Iron Grunties sell, like, equipment. Bounty Grunty seems to sell random crap. But we did get a thing called the Golden Grunty, which is in the books, which raises your maximum health by 30. So I thought that was a good investment. Not that 30 usually comes in handy, like, specifically 30, but it might. So, we're gonna log back out, because BlackRose said that we would wait until we get an email, I can talk, an email from, the 01. So I'm assuming that we got it, since we got a new email. It might also just be chatty people chatting with us. I really just like chatty people chatting with me. It stops me from my work. No, I'm kidding. Chatty people is fine. Rejecting Oblivious Wave Master and Theta. I think this was Lambda. I wasn't paying attention. I think it's Theta. Anyway. Yep, just chatty people being chatty. Yakitori with sauce or without sauce? Well, if I knew what yakitori was, and I didn't bother to look it up, so I'm gonna say with sauce. Because sauce is always better than no sauce. Unless it's soy sauce. Not the inedible John dies at the end kind. Not the edible made from soybeans sauce. That sauce, stay off that sauce. Because it does weird things to you. Me food. And apparently some of these, like the choices that you give on emails, thing I just found out, some of them are considered good responses, and the other ones are bad responses, whether you're being like a jerk and they won't talk to you anymore. But I don't know which one's which, and it lends to their friendship, which lends to... I don't remember what in this game. In the second series, I should say. Second series, you get like more efficient experience or more efficient battle commands or something like that. If you're better friends, but I don't know what it applies to in here. Nor do I really care, because we can kind of... Yeah, it doesn't really matter. We're good at what we do. Anyway, what we could have done is go to Bottomless Hopeless Footstep, which I said we might go to last time. That was before we got more stuff to do. And I think we're gonna go to Dying Madness Haunted Land. Which we're gonna bring BlackRose and Mistral, because they are the best at what they do. Especially Mistral. Mistral's hilarious and a great wave master, unlike Elk, who always seems to die when I play with him. other than that, when you get more than one Grunty, the noble Grunty usually sits in the pen across from the Grunty pen from before. And the other two Grunties seem to hang out in the squares. Either here or in the next one. So we're gonna head to Dying Madness Haunted Land to go look for what people used to know. Go! But it's protected. Luckily, I see all that coming. And we'll have to hack the gate. But again, luckily, boom, 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 kaboom. No problems. And that's why you data drain stuff at random. Also come in handy if you just data drain early stuff, because you'll get, like, it'll be really impossible to kill, or to not kill stuff when you're higher level, and to get, like, the lower level, virus cores, and, like, in the upper game, in the games that are farther along, you will have to be able to get the lower end virus cores while not killing the thing immediately. And you'll have to use a lot of them, usually, to gate hack. So, stocking up early is not bad. Anyway, this is the one place that you can get a Piney Apple. So that's kind of what I'm looking for, too, while we're here. It's the only field type that is just like a dungeon, but this is considered a field. And we're fighting little ninja people and, worst of all, mimics. Mimics, you remember from several episodes back, confuse us, which is the biggest problem, because confusion leads to usually Kite killing everybody else in the party. Anyway, from everybody. Luckily, Mr. seems to have enough healing magic to just get rid of it. I'm just gonna data drain this one. These are mummy scissors, to be exact. And we got a Fire and Sky, which is a Blade Master Blade. And I will be going back to my older ways of that I would cut out battles eventually. That's mostly because battles, after a while, get pretty boring. Like, this is what the monsters are in this area, and there's not much else. And it's just me hearing BlackRose. I keep going BlackRose. BlackRose, yeah. And now I'm confused, and now I'm gonna play BlackRose. And luckily I get cured. No, I did kill Mr. still. Confusion is so annoying in this game.
Okay, I'm up.
We got Thunder Gloves, which are not that great, but there we got the Fire and Sky, which is a level 18. So if you've been working on one like I have, and your Comet Blade is better than it for the most part. Other things that we could do. Let's see, what have I been doing recently, other than magic and stuff? Well, okay, go to magic. People play magic, let's see. I am trying for the first time to make standard decks to hopefully go to, like, Friday Night Magic at one point.
Yeah?
Which would be the first time I've gone. And actually play with a standard deck. So currently my standard decks are, and you can judge them as you will, and I'll tell you that you're wrong. No, you'll probably be right, because I'm not using the best ones. I'm not using Blue, White, Red Control, or Blue Devotion. That was just one, whatever today. Or one whatever the other day. But I am using a red, white, green, or Naya, whichever you want to put it, Defender deck, which uses Axebane Guardians and Sylvan Cantrids to boost mana up to a obscene level, and then use one of the newest defenders that came out in the newest set, which is called Colossus of Akros, which most people wouldn't run because it's 8 mana to play. But it comes in as a 10/10 indestructible defender. Then you can monstrosity, a new technique or a new ability that they put in to make it a 20/20 with that's indestructible and can attack as if it doesn't have defender and has trample. And I can get 18 mana in one turn, no problem. So I can do it in monstrosity and then have next turn to do whatever. That's no problem. Which is the real beauty of it. I can be very protective in mid-range and then have this giant thing come out. And the sound seems to be going off, so I'm sorry about that, but that's kind of what happens. Hands of Ronin is a heavy armor, I believe, and I give it to BlackRose pretty soon here. And actually, where is it? Unless it's too hot. Let's see, in my other deck, I'm using Visit deck with, which is it, if people don't know, is red and blue, which uses a lot of red and blue stuff together, like just being annoying with blowing stuff up or bouncing it back to people's hands or whatever. Or just buffs. Buffs are good too, because I'm using my main core are Blister Coil Weirds, which is a good 1-drop, and if you haven't seen it, and you like Magic, look at it, and you'll be like, oh, that's the best 1-drop ever. Probably not the best 1-drop ever, but it's really good. And then, Nivix Cyclops, which get boosted to obscene levels, and Flux Chargers or Spellheart Chimera to round out flyers. And the goal of the deck is basically to sit. Several turns, you have like 5 people out, and then you play stuff for overcharge costs, and just blow them out for like 46 unblockable damage.
With the weapon goes in cut
while being like mid-range and control, so they can't set up, and then you just blow them out. That's how the deck works, and it works really, really, really well. Currently looking for 2 Ralzerics and 4 Izzet Charms, but the Izzet Charms will be fine to get somewhere. But yeah, Ralzeric would be a really nice addition to the deck, though. Extra turns, yes please. Or draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. Cycling cards is fine with me as well. And we get a Piney Apple! Yeah, so enough ranting outside of the game. For people that just wanted to know what I'm doing. So that means we only need 1 more Piney Apple for the next Grunty. And I'll be looking for that. I'm not saying we're doing it next time, because I already know it's happening next time. But I am saying we'll do it at some point in time, before the end of the game, and before I'm done with the series. Yeah, you see me. And we'll continue from here and go down the dungeon next time on .hack Mutation. I'll see you guys later.